Hey everyone, welcome to Between Plays. All right, guys, let's get into a little bit more in depth here on GSAT. I had to release the video early today. What is it? I probably released it in the morning, something like that, because I knew I needed to get it out there. Now that I'm feeling the forums, I'm like looking. I got some of the marketing people looking at stuff, looking around, what's going on. There's a lot of talk about this. All right, so I'm just thinking that we need to get this out there. So I'm going to be the research solid. I was in a stock last year when it was at 30 cents. I did the research back then, but I didn't have a YouTube channel back then. All right. Look, I'm just too excited about this stock. All right. Look, there's a lot of things here. Actually, Qualcomm was the founding fathers of GSAT. Okay. A lot of people don't know that. It is. And GSAT had its times. Naturally, always in the satellite area. They cover most of the planet. So the thing is that the wireless technology wasn't advanced enough. And we're going to get into that right now. So all I want you guys to do is take 2 seconds of your time to hit the subscribe and like button. Let's get this up to 1,000 people. Let's get this up to 1,000 people. It's gonna be so cool. This is what I'm going for. If you guys can help out, I would really appreciate that. So subscribe, hit the subscribe and like, and let's get on to GSAT. All right, guys. So let's get into Globalstar. All right, Globalstar, as you can see, satellite technology. All right, but a lot of times people were using it more as a safety device, location, if you're off, on an oil rig or you're mountain climbing, there's a lot of, or you're just in a really remote area, okay? And industry service, forestry, construction, commercial, maritime, agriculture, energy, transportation, government, and public safety. So always remember that stuff. So if you want to go and learn a little bit more, satellite technology powered by Globalstar satellite network. Globalstar strives to preserve a bond of excellence, leading global provider, reliable. Okay, so here we go. Remote commercial satellite solution used across our roads, waterways, and remote applications throughout the world. Connectivity beyond the boundaries of cellular for business and personal communications, extending peace of mind to those who work, live, and adventure off the grid. Globalstar satellite solutions are powered by a proprietary network of satellites that are always on and always reliable. Actually, they launched these in the 90s. And they have a lot of satellites up in up there. So just to show you a little bit about the technology, what they were really known for before, it's mostly Spot was one of their phones that I'm going to show you soon. So satellite solutions improve communication with probably enabling the highest standard of life-saving technology in the simple push of a button. Our two-way duplex, all right, and one-way simplex and Spot products transmit more than 1.8 billion messages a year, tracking and monitoring assets. So just remember that. Connecting IoT devices and saving lives in over 100 countries and 6 continents. There have been nearly 7,500 rescues initiated worldwide thanks to Spot. So this is what they were, doing before. Now, if you look at the Globalstar Advantage, 24 ground stations. All right, serving a bridge between LEO satellites and traditional communication infrastructure on 6 continents. This connection provides communication to over 120 countries throughout the world. The second generation ground infrastructure is based on the Internet IP Multimedia System, IMS, configured to allow engineers to continually adapt and changing user needs. So IP-based IMS solution, multimedia subsistence facilitates IP Internet protocol for packet communication over wireless and landline. There are many advantages of IP-based IMS. Globalstar can offer richer, more features to customers, maximize use of satellite technology for optimal user experience, better mobile satellite for improved data connectivity, delivering clear connections on the ground. So let's just go there, because this video, guys, I'm winging it, all right, just because I know I need to get this out there. Let's go to products. So you got your voice. So you view all products, okay? So that's a Spot we're talking about, and then they have stuff that's for commercialization, and then these are other things. As you can see, the technology is very small. And here's embedded technology. All right. So embedded satellite transmitters allow developers to rapidly design, develop, and manufacture their own satellite OEM. Integrate Globalstar chipsets into products used for vehicle and asset tracking, animal, wildlife tracking. So we're looking at data monitoring, reporting, well beyond the reach of traditional cellular electric data. And okay, so let's learn more. Here's some products. Here's satellite transmitters. I mean, you're looking at a big thing. Now, what is it that? Wait, let me just go over here. Service plans, coverage maps. So let's just go here, coverage maps. You can see that here you have primary coverage and fringe coverage is the line amount, all right? But that's for like one phone. So it depends on where you are, you know, because they have, this is for their old technology, right? Think about it, so like old technology. And then, so if you're around here, you'll pay less, you know, you don't need to leave. Then you get the spot, look at this, all right? Primary incoming and outgoing message coverage, primary outgoing message coverage. Like, look at this. You already got the planet, because like, look, you got these fringe areas here, all right? Fringe outgoing message coverage for the second one. So you're only you're missing a little bit of Greenland here. You know, you listen to a little. Like, no one really know what is out there. One RCMP post up here just to make sure we can still call it Canada. Like, you know what I mean? So you basically got the planet right there, right? So this is for these ones here. What else we got? You got the GSP. Okay, you got Smart One Cellular. Look at this. All right, this is like primary coverage, fringe zones, basically the whole planet right there. Well, when I say the planet, I'm talking about landmass area. So you keep on going. Smart One, same thing. Can't click on those. Here you got your spot. Same thing. This is the one that, you know, you could phone. I believe this is the one that you can primary coverage. You know, SOS coverage applies only to the areas shown. Okay, so what else? You have spot trace. Here's a Globalstar generation. Anyways, you've seen, you know, exactly how far and where this can go. Look at this. Smart One IoT, Internet of Things. Okay. Look at this. And is this in the fringe areas over here? Yeah, look, it's crazy. So you have fringe areas, primary coverage. Now, that's for them. So what's important here? So let's go to let's just read it all together, because I know exactly where I'm going, but it's just because I'm really getting this out on a whim. Like, I basically finished taking care of the kids, did what I had to do, and I was like, I got to get this out to my subscribers. So Globalstar jumps 24%, right? Qualcomm includes band N53 in new 5G modem. Tell you why that's important. Remember that. So Globalstar, after news that Qualcomm is including Globalstar's band. Now, Globalstar is actually a founding. Is actually the founding father of Globalstar, right? So this goes back way back. The modem adds global 5G band support for N53. Right? The modem adds global 5G, but it's actually more important than that. So it's saying that this one here, it's saying that the modem adds global 5G band support for N53. The way it's worded is a little tricky, and I'll explain why in a second, because it seems like it's saying that the modem adds global 5G band support for N53. Like, the modem of Qualcomm is picking up this N53, all right? It's much better than that, actually. Just remember that. That significantly expands the potential device ecosystem to include top smartphones, laptops, tablets, automated equipment, and Internet of Things modules. What you know, the Internet of Things, I've done tons of research on Internet of Things, because if I want to know where the world is going, you need to know what Internet of Things is. You can't just like get into something without knowing what Internet of Things. It's huge. It's going to interconnect everything. Like your kitchen fridge, your car. Look, it's insane. All right. It also offers greater 5G deployment flexibility and increased spectrum aggregations options. Qualcomm's support of band N53 represents a significant milestone in our efforts to commercialize our spectrum in the U.S. and all other countries where we have to or expect to obtain terrestrial authority. All right. Well, where we expect to obtain terrestrial authority. Remember that too. Okay. So now we're going to get to last year. Remember, I told you I was in the stock last year, and I know what I was researching, but I was like, listen, I'm in this in the like March, April area, and I'm like, that's why I got in, because I saw this, and I was like, oh, There's so much to take advantage of right now. Why am I going to wait till 2021? All right. Why am I going to wait? So I still kept a little mountain there, but I put everything everywhere else. So here we go. So Globalstar Inc., all right, announced that the third generation partnership, 3GP, I want you to remember this because look, I got it up here. I got it waiting, all right, has approved the 5G variant of Globalstar's band 53, which will be known as N53. So they're saying that the 3GPP, which you don't know what it is, right? Well, here we go. Let's just go into that first. You need to know what that is. So the third generation partnership project is an umbrella term for a number of standards organizations, all right, which develops protocols for mobile telecommunications. Its best known work is the development and maintenance of GSM, LTE, 5G, all right, and evolved multi, all this stuff here. When you go to 3GPP, we're gonna go around. It's gonna get a little bit confusing, but we're gonna go around. I got no choice because I'm doing this on a whim, guys. All right, you're gonna see the history here. Let's see the history. All right, so it's telling you everything that they're involved in. Which is a Nortel and AT&T, 1998, wireless. You're getting into the IP, internet protocols. I mean, this goes back. It's explaining the internet. Like, these guys have been around since the beginning. All right, since the beginning. So here you go. 3G is a consortium with 7 national or regional telecommunications standard organizations as primary members, so organizational partners, and a variety of other organizations as associate members. The 3GP organizes into 3 different streams: radio access services and system aspects, and core network and terminals. The project was established in 1998 with the goal of developing a specification for 3G mobile phone systems. Now, that means that they knew where they were going. There's always a plan, guys. There's always a plan. It's just that you have to read between the lines. You gotta go, okay, where is this going? And then you gotta read this stuff, and you gotta go, okay, I need to be before where they get in. But if you're in too much before, you might miss other opportunities. So things got to be timed. So even if you need to add $1, $2, $3 into a company, that's gonna be worth it's okay. Believe me, it's well worth it, right? Because you're diminishing risk as well. So it's much better. Okay, so let's get in here. International Telecommunications Union. Look. International Telecommunications Union. Now, it says that, when you looked at the other thing over here, when it's reading it, it said that this one over here actually. It says that so Qualcomm's support of it. So it says U.S. and all other countries where we have or expect to obtain terrestrial authority. But if these guys, all right, where is it now? Yeah, so over here, it's in this one, right? So if these guys are approving it, we already know where they are. We already know who they are. We know that they're part of the International Telecommunications Union. So if they approve it, I don't see that they're going to have much problems when you look at everybody that they're with. If you go to who's involved, all right? So now let's go down to one of my backgrounds was working at Rogers, right? And I remember when GSM came out. Look, I was at Rogers, team manager, all kind of stuff. I actually ran over 100 and something people on one team. I had to take over 3-4 teams, and I was actually able to do it for the longest time. And then after that, I went into my career, which was a childhood dream. And did investigating, and at the same time, before that, I was in university in accounting, management, and marketing. So, and for accounting, I was in a CA program. Okay, so just to give you a little bit of a background. Now, when it comes to Rogers, I remember in 2002, I remember no one, you just getting a little, screen on there, and it was like the biggest thing on the planet because it was coming from China, Europe. It was like, oh my God, they got a little screen on here, and you had this little dot matrix thing jumping around, or this little centipede type game that was on there. That was it, But I remember when we released the GSM, and it was a big thing. It was a big thing. So what is that? That was around 2002, 2003 around. So 3G networks, right? So now when you go in here, 1992, they're talking about in 1992 GSM features. I remember that being a big thing in 2002. It was huge because the phones were able to capture this now. 1992. So what is this, in your car or something like that back in those days? Because I know the Big Bell Flip, that was a little bit later. Anyways, so you have GPRS on here and all this kind of stuff, right? So let's just go push to talk over cellular. Look at this. Remember this? I don't know if anybody's old enough that's watching this right now, but remember that? Like, come on. But in this 2000, so now when you're going down the list here, LTE, you get all your IMT 4G requirements, backward compatible, advanced IP interconnections. So they're fixing out what you can get through your phone. Because don't forget, now you have Facebook in 2008, 2009. You have YouTube that's been there for a while. But, you have to advance it. So, like, you have the LTE advanced. So they're working on stuff, right? So let's go down. LTE is unlicensed at this point. So LTE enhancements, machine type. So we're moving. But you don't see any satellites here. All right? Where's the satellites in here? Yeah, so nothing, right? So then you go down. 2018, all right? What can we go over here? So in 2017, you start getting into like video over LTE, all right? Flexible mobile steering, multimedia broadcast, public warning systems, all right? Enhancement for TV services, massive Internet of Things, cell broadcast service. So this is already 2017. They're already planning the future, right? It's always being planned, man. It's always being planned, all right? Oh, that's in 2017, Q2. So now, 2018, first NR new radio release support for 5G. In 2018, look, vehicle to X. Look at this. So vehicle to everything, which is vehicle to X, is communication between a vehicle and any entity that may affect or may be affected by the vehicle. It is a vehicle or communication system that incorporates other more specific types of communication as V2.1 vehicle to infrastructure and V2 vehicle to network. So now you have IP multimedia. So that's okay. Future railway mobile communications. So future railway mobile communication system. 220, the 5G system. Phase 2. All right. So we're looking at phase 2 because phase 1 is here. Support for 5G. So phase 2, 5G enhancements, NR-based access to unlicensed spectrum. Satellite access. 2020, satellite access. Or in 2021, what happened with Globalstar? In 2020, they were approved satellite access. And they only started commercializing not too long ago. Globalstar just very recently decided to go into this other area of commercializing into the, world, so to speak, of the 5G network. Okay? We'll get into that more now. 2022. All right, TSG ran several features that continue to be important for overall efficiency and performance of 5G. Spectrum sharing enhancement, UE power saving, coverage enhancements, RN1, under the necessary studies specifically work, okay, physical layer, blah, 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 blah. TSG groups further enhancements to the 5G system and enablers and new features and services. Think about where we're going to be in 2022. Enhanced support for non-public networks, industrial Internet of Things, edge computing and 5G-C, access traffic steering. Remember about the car things, right? Switch and splitting support, network automation for 5G. Network automation for 5G. Network slicing, advanced V2X service. So now we're looking at advanced V2X service. We wouldn't have known what that was. What's that? It means nothing. But we know what it means. Vehicle to X service. That's what it means. But it's going to be in the advanced stages. Why? Because of things like what Tesla's coming out with and NIO's coming out with. All these things like they automated automation for driving, right? What are you going to do? You can't use cell towers for that. Believe me, you don't want you sleeping in your car and you're driving from like Montreal all the way down to Alberta, and then all of a sudden you're on a Trans-Canada highway and you're going to be in a black spot. You know how many black spots exist when you're talking about just normal cell towers? There's a ton of them. There's some of them even in the city. Everybody that when you have cell towers, you're always going to have black spots, known as dead zones. All right, you're always going to have them. So you don't want to be in your car, and then all of a sudden you're in the dead zone. You can't do that. It's impossible. You need satellite coverage. So where's the world going? Well, I remember when I was a kid and I was looking at Elvis Presley with my mom, and it was like via satellite Elvis Presley from Hawaii or something like that. And everybody was like, "Oh wow, this technology." But the thing is that technology is going to advance the planet beyond what we could even comprehend. Okay, so now, all right, devices, proximity-based 5GS, all right, 5G multicast broadcast systems, unmanned aerial systems. Come on, man, who's into flight here? Come on, who's into flight? Drone Delivery Canada, who's into drones? Think about it. Think about it. How far are we going in 2022? This here is quite incredible. Satellite access in 5G. So look, unmanned aerial systems, satellite access in 5G. All right. So we already know this, right? We see that we have satellite access in 5G. We're bringing it even more. It's only normal. Look at all the stages of GSM, and you'll understand. And in multimedia priority service, we got the coverage. All right, let's just say bye-bye to that. Let's see what we have over here. Let's see if I go back over here. So, I was talking to you about Globalstar and its beginnings. Right? So let's just take a look at this. So it's an American satellite communication that operates in low Earth orbit. So that's what LEO stands for, low Earth orbit. Satellite constellation for satellite phone. All right, but now we're advancing all of that stuff. Now let's go into the history. The Globalstar project was launched in 1991 as a joint venture of Loral Corporation and who? Qualcomm, baby. Qualcomm. But all right, when we go here, it's been added in March 2020. Globalstar announced the third generation's partnership project, 3GPP, which we looked at before, had approved the 5G variant of Globalstar's band 53 to become known as N53. Basically, you're saying here that Globalstar announced, all right, that they had approved the 5G variant of Globalstar's band 53. So Globalstar's band 53 is a variant of the 5G network. So, as Qualcomm said, it pings off of, or it's at their, they can utilize it. In my head, what this is telling me is that how to prove the 5G variant of Globalstar's 53, band 53. So that means that band 53, in my head, the way I'm reading it, all right, is a 5G variant, which means that it's not just in line with one company. It's in line with 5G. That's what it's in line with. It's in line with 5G, known as N53. But let's go over it one more time, because this is very important, because this means that everybody else can use it too. So had approved the 5G variant of Globalstar's band 53. So the band 53 is a variant of 5G. So which means that it pings, or it is in line with 5G in general, not off of one company, in general. So where is this going? This is going to be huge. And let's just go to Internet of Things. Now, want to go into a little bit of this just because you need to know what you're getting yourself into. So it describes network of physical objects, things that are embedded with sensors, software, and other technologies for the purpose of connecting and exchanging data with other devices and systems over the internet. So things have evolved due to the convergence of multiple technologies, real-time analytics, machine learning, commodity sensors, embedded systems. So wireless sensor. So look, it's talking about everything that it goes into. So like you got the smart home devices, appliances, lighting fixtures, thermostats, security systems, cameras, other things. Smartphones, smart speakers, healthcare. Internet of Things can be basically used in anything. If you just look at Just look at the list, right? Consumer applications, wearable technology, connected health. You know, IoT through 5G is going to be massive. And that means that you're going to want to use satellites for all that kind of stuff, because you're not going to want to be in a dead zone, a drop zone. So you're looking at two different systems that are going to basically come together. It's actually very big. Internet of medical, so medical and healthcare. All right. Then you can go with transportation, V2X communications. We know what that means, right? It's vehicle communication systems, vehicle to everything, consists of the three main components. So, do you know what you're getting yourself into now? Are you starting to feel it a little bit? Come on, because I'm feeling it, baby. I'm feeling it. I'm telling you. I'm excited, guys. I'm so excited. It's insane. So you got the industrial Internet of Things. You got manufacturing, agriculture, infrastructure applications, metropolitan scale deployments, energy management, environmental monitoring, living lab. IoT is living lab, which integrates and combines research and innovation process, establishing within a public-private people partnership. So 320 living labs that use the IoT to collaborate and share knowledge between stakeholders to co-create innovative and technological products for companies to implement the IoT services for smart cities. You know, I decided to read that because that's the only thing I didn't think I knew. Because I know what the other ones are, and I think I just jumped over that one. I don't think I've ever seen it before. And now I'm freaking out even more. Smart cities. They need to have incentives. The government's play a role in smart city projects and changes policies to help cities to implement the IoT, which provides effectiveness, efficiency, and accurate resources that are being used. For instance, the government provides tax incentives. This is ridiculous. Improves public transports. Like, we're getting into something really big, man. Military applications. Internet of battlefield things, guys. Ocean of things. Project is a DARPA-led program designed to establish the Internet of Things across large ocean areas for the purpose of collecting, monitoring, and analyzing environmental and vessel activity data. The project entails the deployment of about 50,000 floats that house come on. Product digitization. Look, smart or active packaging, in which a QR code or NFC tag is affixed to the product or its packaging. The tag itself is passive. Look, this is trends and characters. Intelligence. Ambient intelligence, autonomous control, not part of the ambient intelligence and autonomous control do not necessarily require internet structure. However, there is a shift in research by companies such as Intel to integrate the concepts of the IoT, the autonomous control, with initial outcomes towards a direction consideration of objects as a driving force for is deep reinforcement learning. Wow. Dynamic interactive. So training an agent IoT device to behave smartly in such an environment cannot be addressed by conventional machine learning algorithms such as supervised learning. This is insane. It's so sensor home temperature perform actions that's turn it off and learning through IoT intelligence can be offered at 3 levels. Edge fog nodes, cloud computing. I knew it was going into the cloud. Deep learning. This is insane. Architecture, network architecture, complexity, size consideration, space, a solution to the basket of remotes. Apple initial alumni team. Co-founders addressed the topic in an article Monday note. Most likely problem will be what he calls a basket of remotes problem, where we'll have hundreds of applications to interface with hundreds of devices that don't share protocols for speaking with one another. For improved user interaction, some technology leaders are joining forces to create standards for communication between devices to solve this problem. Think about that now. Look at that. So that they can all freaking talk to each other, so they're all in the same language. Which means that, look, we know where we're going with this, right? We know where we're going with this. The stock is $2.40. A lot of people are saying, oh, did you see what it's worth? Like, Simply Wall Street or whatever. Yeah, that's, first of all, it got hit, number one. All right. Everybody got hit, right? I mean, who's going out on, oil rigs? How many oil rigs actually went out of business, right, in 2020? Who's mountain climbing? It's 2020s, and not only that, you can't compare a company that was not commercialized. So you say commercialized in their niche of safety, right? That's what they were. That was it. They only commercialized. So look, Globalstar announces senior leadership change for increased focus in the commercial Internet of Things. Globalstar announces Nokia deployment over licensed band 53 at Port of Seattle. So GSAT, why is it, going higher today? So now positive news from business partner Nokia. The deal allows Nokia to set up digital automation cloud. You see what I'm saying? Satellite company Globalstar play into this. The company is a developer of the band 53 ecosystem that Nokia is using at the terminal. Our partners secure and reliable connectivity in any environment. Utilizing the band allows customers to deploy considerable less at points when relying on Wi-Fi, leading to superior security, performance, and long-term value. Listen, what do we say about the band 53, which is known as N53? That it is in line with 5G. Look, do I have anything else more to say that? We know that there were Qualcomm and look, everybody's trying to roll out 5G. We already know that, and we know where this is going, man. We know exactly where this is going. Look, what else can I say? Where is it going to be? Look at what Tesla is doing. Look at what Tesla is doing. What are they doing? There's Starlink, right? Why? Why Starlink? Because they keep on talking about having, coverage in areas where cell phone coverage doesn't exist, like in areas of Canada. It's not only for coverage of cellular, because the satellites is what's going to give the world the Internet of Things coverage everywhere. You cannot get into an autonomous vehicle by pinging off of cell towers. You get one dead zone. Listen, look, I could take my car and drive from Montreal to Quebec City, and I might get dead zones. I can go to Sherbrooke City, and I'm going to get dead zones. I mean, in the mountains, I'm going to get dead zones. And you know what? You can't afford to do that if you're like, driving to Sherbrooke City, I'm just going to go and relax like this. You can't do that. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work, man. When you're in a dead zone, you want to use your phone so you can, do things at home, check your whatever. You can't. You go to Oka or something like that. Listen, I know you guys are all over the world watching this. You don't know what I'm talking about. But just remember, think about you're in a big city and you go to a small little town that's got history and stuff like that. And then you got dead zones and you got mountain ranges all over the place. You're driving from Montreal all the way to New York City and you're in the mountain ranges there. Look, you're going to get drop zones, that's for sure. What you want satellite coverage. So, things like Tesla, Elon Musk, setting up Starlink, well, that's the only way you're going to take your autonomous vehicles and make them safe. You're going to need satellite coverage. It's guaranteed. So, where the world is going, satellites are going to play a massive role in where the world is going. Satellites play a big role all the time on the planet, but they had seemed to lose a little bit of ground when it came to mobile technology by pinging off of cell towers and stuff like that. But in the future, satellites will become massive again, because back in the days where you had no cell towers really, and you just had sat phones, and if you were looking at something that was happening anywhere else in the world, like the Viva Las Vegas or whatever from Elvis Presley, live from Hawaii or whatever, it was a big thing that satellite was giving you. You were getting satellite coverage, but now the satellites are going to be playing a much greater role. It's just insane. So now look, definitely I'm in this long term. All right, I'm in this long term. I'm super excited about this company. This video, look, I'm winging it. But I've done the research last year. I knew what I was in. I know what I'm in now. And look, it's increased from 30 cents to where it is. So I knew it. I knew where it's going. And now I even know where it's more, because I told you, you saw it yourselves. The research of 2022, they're even going to enhance 5G. You're looking at the autonomous for the steering and stuff. Look, it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And you need satellite technology. Go look at anything of Internet of Things. You're going to see it's interconnected. You're always going to see a satellite. Here, we're interconnecting the planet. We're interconnecting the planet. It's huge. Listen, guys, I'm not going to get into another stock, but I want you guys to know about this stock. If you don't know about it, what we're looking at here is Skylight Health Group. Super important that you understand that this is, in my opinion, I've been in it since $1. The de-risking is, we're getting there where it's like pretty much, it's look, they're growing, but the things that they're able to offer is just incredible. And look, they're just gaining, and they had put out that they were going on the Nasdaqs very soon. Actually, I think it's the Q2. So you need to look at this. Now, look, there's no copays ever with this. Avoid costly copays for every medical need. One fixed price, unlimited access to doctors. Now, I want you just real quick here. So healthcare shouldn't be inaccessible and affordable. We're talking about in the United States, okay? This is in the United States, right? With one or more visit, your cost doesn't change. That's why we call unlimited urgent care. That's what we call unlimited urgent care access. They have footprint clinics, but they state that their number one thing that they want is telehealth across, like they want telehealth everywhere. Now watch the family plans here. Get ready. This is crazy. Our family plan is only $50 a month when paid annually for up to 2 parents and 2 children. And I know it's under the ages of 18 years old because I've read it. All right, I know so much about this company. I went crazy reading on this company before I got in them. Children under the age of 8 are free with any individual or family plan. Think about that. Any individual or family plan, it's free for children under 8 all the time. So if you're taking a family plan, you got 2 children under the age of 18 years old, but you have 10 children under the age of 8. All 10 children under the age of 8 is going to be unlimited. Just like it's unlimited for the 2 parents and the 2 kids under the age of 18 years old. When you do an individual plan, you're a single parent, you're in the United States, you take the individual plan, which is $199 a year, and then what ends up happening? You can have 20 kids under the age of 8. It doesn't matter. It's free for the kids under the age of 8. This is some serious crap for the United States, man. This is... Look, I told my friend this is a game changer. He's like, Albert, it's not a game changer. He's like, it's a whole new game. Like, it's insane, right? I completely agree. It's totally insane. Proprietary allows for a safe and compliant experience of speaking with a medical professional via telemedicine. Be confident that your privacy and healthcare information is secure. All right. Can offer schedule an appointment for the next day. Look, Team Care is here to support you. Once you become a member of Skylight, you can schedule an appointment for the same or next day. Has built a proprietary technology experience to help make appointments seamless and completely secure. No more waiting rooms. Get care from the comfort of your home, anywhere you have access to the internet. Now, why didn't you guys... okay, look, our medical professionals take the time to get to know your concerns and provide suitable prescriptions when and where need to help manage your symptoms. We'll have your prescriptions sent to your pharmacy of choice. And, okay, so that's with it. Now, I want you to know something else here. All right, so let's get into... before I guess. So children under age 8 are included. So we believe that healthcare is a right. So we want to ensure your family is well taken care of. When a parent signs up, any children under the age of 8 are included for free. You just need to register them with us. We also have crafted a family plan for under the age. There you go, 18. There you go. Here, no more costly copays. So stop paying expensive copays. Just to speak to a medical practitioner with Skylight Health. You can save on your copays and talk to a doctor with unlimited visits a year. You have peace of mind that your concerns can be addressed by someone. This is the United States, guys. Do you know that in Canada, if you get with, I don't want, certain companies, Maple, or you get with, Babylon, you got to pay like a certain amount per month, and you're limited. In Canada, man. In Canada. It's fucking insane. Are you kidding me? Whereas CLOUDMD, this is the best approach ever. Like, this is the way it should be. CLOUDMD, your Medicare card, baby. Your Medicare card, and that's it. It's not costing you a cent. That's the way it should be. You're in Canada. Who pays for Medicare coverage in Canada? I mean, that's insane. Of course, I'm going to just go to the clinic that's next to my house instead of paying companies monthly in Canada for a limited amount of time. Forget about it. It's not happening. So, it's just insane. So, look, CLOUDMD, Quebec, Alberta, I'm sorry, I'm getting the I'm so excited, guys. Like, if it's just look, it's just what an opportunity. Look, Skylight Health Group for the United States is complete game changer, man. Because if you're paying for a monthly amount for limited in Canada, and they're giving you in the States, which in the States you get sick and you're like, I'm fucked. Well, you know what? Anyways, look at this. Get a medical note prescription. Need to provide doctor's note to provide boss. Your doctor's offering to charge you extra to get a medical note written. What? Sky Health can help mitigate these costs as doctor's notes are included with service. We will send any recommended prescriptions to your pharmacy of choice. Okay, now, look, this is all the stuff. You know, we know all this kind of stuff that they'll go through, whatever, phone, tablet, desktop, right? So we service Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Massachusetts, coming soon, Delaware, Florida. Okay, they have also on the ground. You need to do some research, do your due diligence on here. But they got footprint clinics, they got emergency clinics, the whole 9 yards. This is one website. Now, let's just see if I can find. Oh, it's at the top there. What did I do? So I was saying $199. So look, it's $198 for the individual, $599 two parents, two children under 18. Single visit, $65. Get to see a medical practitioner. I see, you know, valid for 1 week. Now you have all this stuff over here. Same day, next day, same day, next day. Look, what the hell? You know, children under 8 are free. Like, what do you want more than that? Let's go back. This is what I wanted to show you over here. You got, all right, here for business, all right? I said I wasn't going to do a whole, no co-pays, we know this stuff. A benefit both for employers and employees love. At $1 an hour, monthly pay of an hourly rate, you can provide a high-value benefit solution to your company. Unlimited access, medical, no pro-pay, we already said that. Engaged employees, our medical professionals can help with both physical and mental health-related issues. Easy access to care, all right? Employee retention, all right? You know, isn't this sounding a lot like CLOUDMD, you guys? All right, employees. So, you know, you have your annual prices for employees. Works out to how much? All right, a month. All right, and then if you look, 2 to 5 employees, let's make things simple. $109 per employee. It's cheaper than the $198 for one employee, right? So additional benefits. Add a family member for the same rate. Okay. Children under 8 to 18 are half rate. Children under 8 are automatically covered. This is an employee price plan. Now, you don't know about the basically for prescription drugs. Don't have insurance? We have a solution. We recognize that not everyone has complete insurance coverage. So for those that are uninsured and underinsured, we offer an unlimited telemedicine subscription service for $199 a year or $24 a month, provides direct access to physician area. Now, they talk about, like, what if you do have insurance? They say, listen, you know, you should call your insurance provider also to diminish your insurance coverage, because if you have unlimited access to doctors now, all right, you don't need that insurance that cover you just when you're going to go to a doctor for a cold and stuff like that, which could be very expensive in the United States. Well, they give you a solution that, well, you don't have to pay this much insurance anymore. You just need to pay for, let's say, the bad things, right? The things that you don't want to hear in life. Well, maybe you just need coverage for that now. So think about how much you're saving in the insurance premiums, because now you don't have to only have things for doctors. It's all included in here. How about for your kids? You don't need it for your kids under 8 years old anymore. How about for your 2 kids under 18? You don't need it anymore. You only need it for the bad things, right? For the very serious things. So, or even if you get, you know, pregnant, because that's going to cost you a lot over there too, right? So operations, certain other things, but you're going to save a lot. So those savings could pay for your membership. Those savings can help pay for your membership for unlimited, right? So think about that. You got to put that all together. But what I want to show you here is, so here's some clinics, but they're Florida. They have clinics there too. Telemedicine only. They don't care. They're opening up. They open up the telemedicine. They got a state. They open it up. They're not doing the whole footprint clinic first thing, right? So you're gonna see that they have things in, like, really neat to find. All right, so this is where I found it here, and here I'll show you now. So the 17th of December 2020, to provide a discount drug card program to its expanding subscription offering for uninsured Americans. So it's saying that Skylight will provide a discount drug card program to save up to 80% off of the cost of generic drugs. So just think about that on top of their telemedicine. All these people that just don't have and can't afford to have or buy even an EpiPen. So just think about that. So this company here, this is something I've been in at $1. Basically, as soon as they changed their name, they went from CB2 to Skylight Health Group. They changed their model, and everything is explained on why they did that, and it just totally makes sense. So it's very important to do your due diligence. Now, all right, everybody, that's it for me tonight. I really went to wing this one because I'm just trying to get everything out to you guys as fast as possible. I don't want any of my subscribers in something a little later when it should be something before. That's why I released the GSAT article very early in the morning, so that people had the time to see it. And that's it. Like, this is a Skylight Health Group. This is the telemedicine in the United States. If I was in the United States, that's where I'd be taking these guys. Kids under 8 for free, 2 kids under 18. You take the like, even if I was one parent alone in a house and I had 2 kids, I'd be taking the family plan for $5.99. I'd be diminishing insurance. I'd have no worries, no headache. You know what kind of relief that is to a parent, to not have to think, oh my God, I can't afford to go to a doctor, and now I can. $5.99 for a year. Oh, I'd pay that hands down. Paf, $5.99 a year. 2 kids, all my kids under 8. Smurf amount of kids under 8. They're all free. No, listen. It's a no-brainer. 80% off generic drugs, and of course, I did more research and I had seen that there was also off of brand names too. So it's just that right now I'm doing this pretty quick, right off the fly, but these are things that are in my memory that from reading and understanding and knowing. And when I get into things, I do a ton of research, but I'm just trying to get this out for you guys because Skylight Health Group. So Skylight Health Group, January 26th, 2021, submits application for Nasdaq's capital markets uplisting. So I'm trying to get this out to you guys. I'm really happy that you guys are my subscribers. Honestly, I started this in September, and and I have the www.betweenplays.com, and I'm just going to put it here for you guys to see. And we always got new articles coming up, and believe me, this page here, this web page is going to be really big. I got like massive plans for this page, so I'm doing everything all at the same time. And there's tons of articles, as you can see, and just to let you know, you can go down here and you can get your drop down list. We have different ways of getting in contact with us, and social media outlets and whatever. And if you go here and you put in, if you do your search this way, Skylight, you could just put it that way and it'll just bring you right to the article I suggest that you guys read. Okay, there's tons of stuff. And if you just go down, you could even, if you go to actually on the main page, so if you go back to the main page over here and you go down, naturally if I was using a whole screen, it would look a little different. So if you're not using a whole screen and you're using a cell phone, you go down to the bottom. I believe with your cell phone you have to do it this way. You can see there's tons of articles. You can select categories to get to things quickly. Skylight Health Group, and it'll drop you there. Stock market, technology, telehealth, it doesn't matter what it is, Air Canada, it'll bring you to there. And if you pick a month, so this is, like I said, even our YouTube channel started in September, you're going to see that all the articles for those months, of course, our disclaimer, and this is our first video ever made in September, and this is going to be a calendar that we're going to have for events. So for YouTube videos and all this kind of stuff, everything is going to be in here. Like I'm going to post, like if I'm interviewing a CEO on a certain day or whatever, because that's all coming up. I'm going to have everything in the calendar. All right. So that way, if you ever want to see, well, what's up and coming, you go here and you'll know what's up and coming. So everything is going to be streamlined. It's all in due time. And of course, we have our AC/DC videos over here. And this is another one for AC/DC. So this is our first one. And this is our second one. And that's it, guys. I don't think I forgot anything else. Naturally, Twitter, I always put articles up. I put things up, everything, because I'm always, listen, I can't hold a charge on my iPad and cell phone. I got like TVs in front of me and all this kind of stuff. I'm always looking at news. We'll have Discord up soon. I've already created the channel and everything. Everything is already starting to get nicely set up. And Patreon also, you're going to see that there's going to be different things. There's going to be one-on-ones. I'll be able to look at portfolios, access to certain things and whatever. And of course, what's very important is also that you'll, this web page and the calendar at the bottom here, I'm going to have all dates up when I'm going to be doing certain things. So guys, always remember to research, prepare, plan, and execute. All right. Do your due diligence. Stay strong, everybody. Stay strong. Hello to everyone out there. Just taking 2 seconds of your time and asking you to hit the subscribe and the like button. I'd like to also direct you to betweenplays.com, www.betweenplays.com, where we put up many different articles. We have 3 different writers at the moment, and we're trying to up the authors. And go to our Twitter account for like really quick information at Betweenplays1, and we'll be able to get people to pre-market information and whatever comes along that is important to macroeconomics, microeconomics. As we say here, our motto: research, prepare, plan, execute. Always do your due diligence, and stay strong, everybody. Stay strong.